All right, numbers 6 through 10 is what we're going to do today. It says, what is the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the points? Negative 26, negative 11, and 39, and 34. So I've already put these into a table for you because this is a question you can do list and spreadsheets on. So it's wanting something in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so when you're given two ordered pairs, you can do lists and spreadsheets, and then you're going to do menu 413. So just like you did twice yesterday for number 1 through 5. Okay, so one of them is, or two of those questions were the lists and spreadsheets. Okay, all right. Again, I'm going to do it by hand because I don't have the ability with no calculator at home. Okay, so again, it's your y value, subtract your other y value, so 34 minus a negative 11 all over 39 minus a negative 26. So 34 minus a negative 11 is 45. And then 39 minus a negative 26 is 65. Okay, obviously that's going to be able to simplify. And then 45 divided by 5. So it should be 9 over 13. Okay, or if, let me double check. And then 45 divided by, so 9 divided by 13, you should get that your slope is approximately 0.69. Okay, all right, what are the solutions to this equation? So anytime it's asking for solutions, remember this is going to be your menu 3-1, menu 3-2, menu 3-3-1. Okay, one of those. So because this is a quadratic equation, you're going to use menu 3-3-1. Okay, so when you use menu 3-3-1 in the first box, you're going to put 3. In that second box, you're going to put negative 30. And in that third box, you're going to put negative 72. All right. Again, I do not have this ability. So even if you don't remember your solutions are the same thing as your x-intercepts. So that's why I graphed it. So my x-intercepts here are this negative 2 and this positive 12. So my solutions are negative 2 and 12. All right. All right, a part of a linear function, v is graphed on the grid. What are the domain and range? So remember your domain is your x values, okay? So you're going to read this like a book, so left to right. So you'll go to the furthest left point, follow it to the x-axis. So that starts at negative 7. Go to the furthest right point, go to the x-axis, and that's at 6. Okay, they're both closed circles. So when you put the inequalities, make sure you use the equal to sign. All right, so remember if you do least to greatest, like your smallest number, if you do left to right, your inequalities will always face the same way. Okay, all right, your domain is your x value, so your range is your y values. So it's your y-axis. And remember, we read this like we're reading while we're going up an elevator, so bottom to top. So I go to the lowest point, follow it to the y-axis now, so negative 4. Y goes in the middle, and I go to the tallest and follow it to the y-axis, and that's at 5. So again, inequalities face the same way, and because it's closed endpoints, you use the equal to sign. All right. All right. So the graph of a linear function shown on the grid. What is the rate of change? So remember, rate of change is the same thing as slope. So because you are given a graph here, you're going to use rise over run. So you're going to count rise over run. So I rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 units. So I rise 6, and then I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so when I ran to the left. So this will make it a negative slope. What also makes it negative is that it's going down. So actually, the best way to do this is as it's going from the y-axis, it's going down. Okay, so always base it off the direction it's going from the y-axis. That'll help. All right, but 6/8 can simplify. All right, so 6/8 can simplify, meaning it can get into a smaller fraction. Okay, so when those are both divisible by 2, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So our slope is a negative 3/4. All right, last but not least, it says, what is the value of the y-intercept of the graph? So again, remember with exponentials, the function looks like this, where a is the y-intercept. So the number in front of the parentheses is the y-intercept. So in this case, it is 37. So our y-intercept is 0,37, or just 37 if it's a open-ended. All right. Or if you can't remember the parts of the exponential, you can always graph it. And when you graph it in your calculator, if you press menu 5, 1, it'll trace it. And the first thing that pops up is your y-intercept. So your y-intercept here is the 0,34. All right. Bye, guys.